Kill a man, start a cemetery. That was the title of Helen Rosado's book on Mount Moriah, and that's what happened here in the historic mining camp of Deadwood, 1876. I'm Kevin Kuchenbecker, and this is a historic preservation moment.
From 1876 to 1878, Deadwood's first cemetery was located on the gentle slopes in the mining camp of Ingleside, located below Mt Moriah Cemetery. The boomtown economy and rapid growth of the area caused Deadwood to look for suitable space to expand the residential areas. A cemetery arose out of necessity, as there was no formal place to inter the dead. In 1878, the newly formed Lawrence County purchased land on a mountainous plateau overlooking the mining camps. This cemetery would later be named Mt Moriah. The title comes from a reference to Mount Moriah in Genesis 22 of the Bible. Many of the graves in the original cemetery were relocated to this cemetery. The most famous person to be moved to the Mount Moriah was James Butler Wild Bill Hickok. He was originally buried in the old Deadwood Cemetery by his friends Colorado Charlie Utter and Arapaho Joe. Many more famous citizens of Deadwood would be buried in the famous Boot Hill of Deadwood. Those joining Wild Bill include Martha Calamity Jane Canary, who insisted on being buried next to Wild Bill. John Parrott, or Potato Creek Johnny, lawman Seth Bullock, and Methodist minister Henry Weston Smith are also laid to rest here. Because these famous Deadwood pioneers were buried here, it lured spectators to Mount Moriah, and the monuments and statues originally erected began to be defaced over the years. Mount Moriah became more of a tourist attraction, and more people were taking home souvenirs, causing the cemetery to become dilapidated. These sacred grounds fell into a desperate need for protection and preservation.
I'm Kevin Kuchenbecker, and this has been a historic preservation moment.